Hey everybody, Jamie here. I'm coming to you from Cave Creek today, and I have decided to give a new little side gig a try. I am have signed up with Instacart to be a shopper. So today is my first day, and we're gonna kind of just check in every little bit and let you know my honest to goodness as we go thoughts and feelings about it. So it's 9:30 now, well 9:29 if we're being specific, and I just logged on 30 minutes ago. My shift started at 9, so I picked up a shift today from 9 to 11 in the Cave Creek zone. For some reason, when I signed up and passed my background check and all that stuff, I just thought that I would automatically, I guess, be signed up for my area, which is like Peoria, Sun City. But apparently somehow, and I don't know how they even choose this, if they choose it based on what's popular or what needs shoppers or what, but they automatically put me into accept orders in Cave Creek, Goodyear, Tempe, and Queen Creek. And so those are such random areas. Like, none of them are even, well, I mean, Tempe and Queen Creek are probably the ones that are closest to each other, but there's nothing that I can choose when I go on to choose my hours for the week or whatever. There's nothing even remotely near me. So I did send a message to them asking if I could switch and be a little bit closer, or be able to pick up shifts closer to my home. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know how that works. I've got no idea. So we're learning, and you can come along for the ride with me. So currently we're sitting here in the Fry's parking lot at 48th Street and Carefree. I checked on the map and in the Instacart app and found that that's a participating store, and I'm in the correct zone. So I've been sitting here for 31 minutes now in my car and trying to pass the time. So I figured I'd pass the time with you guys. Yeah, not really much to talk about. Found a shady spot. I probably look like such a creep, though, sitting in the parking lot of a grocery store, not doing anything. So, I don't know. I'll check back in a few minutes. See you later. I moved. I am now at Safeway on Cave Creek Road and I don't know, something south of Lone Mountain. And every time I check into my Instacart app, it says looking for orders. It is now 9:52. And so far, I will admit, it's not real fun. I'm a little bored. I mean, I could probably figure out things to do. Actually, I was going to bring my camera and walk around and maybe take some pictures, but I don't know. Of what? The desert? Ugh, so boring. I know a lot of people like the desert, but anyway, I just didn't grab it in time. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll read Alyssa's book. Shel Silverstein, Runny Babbitt Returns. It's a book of poems. Could do that, because I have a whole hour left on my shift. Watch, I'll get an order back at the place I just was at. Son of a bitch. Anyway, alright, well, here we go again. Okay, check-in time. It's 10:23. I have moved once again because a little red box popped up on the app, on the map on the app, saying that basically an area was surging, I guess, kind of like, what do you call it? Uber? I guess when those little things pop up, it means it's kind of like a hot spot or a peak spot or whatever. So I moved. Again, I drove all the way from the Safeway on Cave Creek Road, just south of Lone Mountain, all the way to where I found the little red box, which was in freaking Anthem. Excuse me. So I drove and I drove and I drove thinking, oh, well, certainly the Cave Creek zone can't stretch very far, but apparently it does. So apparently when a zone says it's Cave Creek, it's not just like the city limits of Cave Creek or the city limits of Goodyear. I don't know. We'll find out Goodyear later today. But so make sure, here's a tip. Make sure that you look at the map, your zone, because it's not necessarily just the city that it says it is. Because I'm clear up here sitting outside of a freaking Fry's in Anthem off of Daisy Mountain Road on the I-17. And guess what? When I got to the surging zone, it stopped. The little red box disappeared. So I'm super irritated right now. I kind of feel like this morning was a total waste of time. Like, yeah, I got to drive around and have my windows down or whatever, but now it's almost 10:30 and it's warm, so I had to roll my windows up. But if I want to save gas and sit in the parking lot, I gotta turn my car off, which then my air doesn't run. Or, well, my air runs, but not cool. I'm having this coughing fit. I'm very passionate right now, so I'm getting a little verklempt. No, anyways, but if I sit with my car just not in the fully on position, my air blows, but it's just outside temperature air, so it's not cool by any means. And there's nothing to walk around here. The Hand and Stone Massage, a Verizon store, State Farm Fries, a title company, a vet, and a hair cutting place. It's not like I can go and just wander around something and wait for 30 more minutes. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm a little irritated. I don't know. I watched several videos yesterday and this morning before I started. I thought that I had, I don't know, like answered all my questions or whatever. Because when I first got approved and started looking for training or like what the heck to do, I did realize there's no training. And I don't know if this used to be different. This video is being made on April 9th, 2018. So as of April 9th, there is zero training. You literally have to look everything up on YouTube or the frequent, not even on the app. In like the new shopper section of the help area of the app, it doesn't give instructions. So it's a little bit frustrating. Had I not just gone through the complete background check and all of that stuff, I would have just said, peace, F it, let's go. But I don't know. I have another shift scheduled tonight, and I picked down in Goodyear. I don't know. I guess I could at least go sit outside like the Target or something in Goodyear. Although I'm going to check the map and see how far the city limits of Goodyear are before I do anything. Because my old work was in Goodyear, but that was on Saraville and Van Buren. So if Goodyear stretches a crap ton farther north, I'm certainly not going to go sit down there. Anyways, Mondays are supposed to be peak earning days too. They're supposed to be evidently very busy. Anyways, the video is getting kind of long, so whatever. I'm just venting at this point. But I have 30 more minutes left. And then I can end my shift and go have lunch with my friend. Whatever. It is a few minutes after 11. My shift is now over. I am back at Happy Valley and 67th Avenue at the Circle K getting gas because for the last 2 hours I have completely gone through a quarter of a tank. Awesome. So anyway, I'm here getting gas. Final thoughts. This morning, big fat thumbs down. Here's my takeaway. A, check how far your zone spreads. That's something I definitely didn't do when I was doing my research. I looked and it said zones you're approved for, Cave Creek, Goodyear, I told you before, previously. I figured Cave Creek was the city of Cave Creek. And so I didn't look at the boundaries of the Cave Creek map because technically it stretches all the way down to my house. I could have sat my ass at home this entire time. I just didn't look. I took Cave Creek to mean Cave Creek. So if I could give Instacart a tip, it would be more specific. Cave Creek is not a good indicator of where you need to go. Cave Creek is a pretty specific location. So I think you need to say Cave Creek and outlying areas or these zip codes or these, I don't know, something. Anyway, tip number 2, man, offer better training. This sucked. I had to do every ounce of training on my own. I had to look up videos. I had to read frequently asked questions and the whole 9. And had I not done that, I would have been completely blind. Like I wouldn't have known anything. I still feel like I didn't know anything, even though I watched a bunch of videos and I read a bunch of FAQs. So I don't know. That's my takeaway. I have another shift scheduled in Goodyear for 6 o'clock tonight. So I will actually look at the map because I believe that the Goodyear area stretches clear up to the 303 and Bell. I don't get it. So anyway, I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm annoyed. We'll see how it goes tonight.